After we have updated our cash book, we'll use the figure of the updated cash book to actually help us do our bank reconciliation. We start a bank reconciliation with a header, bank reconciliation statement as at the end of the month. Usually we'll do a bank reconciliation once a month. Okay, so we have to take the updated cash book balances, okay, because it is a credit balance for this question only. Okay, therefore we actually have a negative balance for that. Usually is a debit balance in our updated cash book, but because this question there is an overdraft, therefore it is written as credit balance as per updated cash book. Okay, and because it's a negative balance, we will bracket it. So in order to do this bank reconciliation, we will take on the perspective of what the bank does not know about. Okay, so for example, for withdrawals, for example, on the 23rd, Benjamin Supplies, we actually paid this trade payable $726 according to the cash book. Okay, however, our bank would not have known about it because it hasn't been processed yet. This check hasn't been processed yet. So we actually call them the unpresented checks. Another way to check for unpresented checks is that you check the check number. Okay, so for the check number 10726, okay, it is not actually reflected in our bank statements. This shows that it hasn't been processed yet. Okay, so because the bank does not know about the existence of this withdrawal, okay, they would have included in this $726. So therefore, we have to take the perspective of the bank. We have to add back all the unpresented checks. So therefore, we add $726 for Benjamin Supplies. Okay, we go back to our cash book and then we realize that there is another unpresented check. Okay, so from Jasmine Limited, $540. Okay, because it is an unpresented check, so the bank wouldn't have known the existence of this. So therefore, we have to edit that, this unpresented. Okay, last but not least, we go back to our cash book, and we realize that there's a debit of $800 from Alvin Holdings, which means that this trade receivable has actually paid us. Okay, however, the bank statement does not reflect that. Okay, this shows that this check hasn't been credited into the bank, okay, as a deposit. So therefore, they wouldn't have known the existence of it. We have to minus it off. Okay, so if it's an uncredited check, Alvin Holdings, you will less off 800 because the bank wouldn't have known about the existence of this uncredited check, and therefore they wouldn't have included it in the bank account. Alright, so because the updated cash book started with a negative balance, okay, we'll have negative 1026. You add back all your unpresented checks, you less off whatever that is uncredited checks. This will still give you a negative balance of 560. Okay, if it is a negative balance in your bank statement, okay, it should be a debit balance. And then we check back in our bank statement, it is actually indeed 560 debit. So as the name suggests, it reconciled. Okay, that's why we actually use this word bank reconciliation.